Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, my friends. It's been a while since our last Terry Bogard update, and Capcom has graciously put out a video going over Terry's entire moveset in Street Fighter 6. Now, as far as this general moveset goes, we've known about it for a while. We've covered it in quite a few different videos, although this video has highlighted some specific things we've speculated about and also has some eyebrow raisers as well. Terry certainly appears to be the, just generalized solid all-rounder we expected, but there's just a few extra little things. So that said, let's dig into it. So one of the first things shown in this video is actually just a little bit of a shimmy combo. So if you're looking to save a little lab time come the 24th when Terry launches, this looks to be like your optimal shimmy combo if you're not looking to burn any meter. So crouching light punch off drive rush is plus, walk backwards is shimmy, fierce punch, heavy shoulder, canceled into heavy crack shoot into rising tackle. Hey, there you go. Nice to know. Now, going into Power Wave specifically, we knew a lot about it, but now it's kind of just spelt out in writing, right? The light one is the more traditional projectile, goes full screen. Medium one does not quite go full screen, although it will clash with a standard projectile, whereas the light one being lower to the ground will go underneath most projectiles. And medium power wave being the more mid-range footsies option, it does knock down on counter hit, which is very valuable. Puts the enemy closer to the corner, gives you time to, just dash forward and pressure them. So that is a nice little bonus. Although, once again, it's really dependent on whether you're looking to trade or not, because sometimes if you have a life lead, the lighter one going underneath fireballs, if you have a life lead, just makes your life lead bigger, right? Trading isn't as equal as you think if there's a large health disparity. This is like Mortal Kombat logic, which you don't really see in Street Fighter too much, because, Mortal Kombat projectiles don't clash with each other. So if you have a significant life lead, the opponent can't afford to risk to be in a fireball war because they'll just take the hit. I like that Terry's bringing some new stuff to Street Fighter. Another thing shown here is the EX Fireball, EX Power Wave. We knew that you could drive rush after the fact, and that is, it's a fairly large bar investment, it's 3 bars, but the fact that he can actually dash up depending on the range is really nice. As an EX, it still destroys normal projectiles for free without losing any of its hits, so it makes it a strong threat. And just to be complete about it, finish off Geyser talk. Heavy Geyser, we knew about it. It's plus on block, doesn't have any range, but plus on block is pretty nice to have. For quick burn, they just want to really stress that the move is safe on block, so it's fairly low consequence to go for. And I appreciate the guide is advocating for you to scam people with it. As we've known, the second hit is a true overhead. So they're saying basically space it out of range where the first hit of quick burn will whiff, so they basically don't have too much time to react to the second hit and block the overhead. I like that. They're encouraging you to be a scumbag about it. Now, enter Burn Knuckle. This is the shocking one to me. Burn Knuckle, I've been a bit scared it might be a little too good, right? We've since learned the heavy version at the right range from far away is actually plus on block, but it gets a little deeper than that. So, they showcase, hey, badly spaced, punishable. Sure, whatever. You'd expect it. What I didn't expect is that the medium version is also able to be advantage on block. You can see the screen shake to tell that you have the plus frames just like the heavy version. And this one is a lot faster. It doesn't have the tell like the heavy one. This is a motion-based move. This is not a charge-based move. I've talked in previous videos about say how Bison scissor kicks effectively invalidated sumo headbutt for E Honda because it's just a better version of the move. And basically much the same here. This is sumo headbutt distance. And as long as you mildly space it correctly, instead of being negative on block, you're advantage on block. So is this going to be good? Is this going to be abusable? Yes, sir. And once again, there's no big tell like the heavy version. So you thinking you're going to DI or parry on reaction? Maybe not. The heavy version from full screen has the tell. So there, maybe, right? But the medium version's looking kind of cheap. And also, speaking of cheap, the EX version of Burn Knuckle is a punish counter move, which leaves the opponent in kind of a rollover state, which you can do a combo from. So Terry can be rewarded for being random with a Buster Wolf on top of just the actual hit, right? And say you whiff a big move and, from traditionally an unpunishable distance, Terry can just kind of fly in on you and get a full combo. So everything about Burn Knuckle in this version of the game is looking extra silly to me. Now, for Crack Shoot, kind of as expected, but we get a good visual example here. You can use it to crush low, so if people are a little crouch, medium, kick heavy, you know, fishing for drive rush, this will be a good tool to stomp them out. And also the heavier versions with a higher angle can even go over traditional projectiles. So if you're expecting, you know, Akuma spam, good way to beat it. And apparently they're all safe on block, even point blank, so go crazy spamming it, I guess. Rising Tackle, not so much the move itself, but a little bit of a lore revelation apparently for Terry. Terry does play basketball in his free time. And apparently he uses Rising Tackle when he's playing basketball? Like you'd expect Power Dunk, you know, the move where he literally dunks on people? Sure. But apparently the move where he turns upside down and drills up into the air, he uses that too. And I'm sure that probably causes quite a commotion on the court to see someone do that. All these years later, Terry is still full of surprises, I guess. Now, on the passing sway, so some things have been now confirmed about this. Also, Terry's got more jokes for you. When we're talking about lanes, he's like, hey, what lane am I talking about? Sorry, but you wouldn't get it, okay? Don't worry about it, don't stress it. It's not for you, Street Fighters. But yeah, gameplay-wise, just confirming what we've speculated on previous videos, that it's basically his mix-up engine. So we do it, we hit from same side, we hit cross-up, or we can fake same side, we can fake cross-up, try to get you to parry bait it, something like that, and if you parry bait it, then we go for the throw, we get our big damage, right? So as we anticipated. And if you're prone to mash DP, well then we don't have to go with any of the follow-ups, and then we can just block. So basically, can mix up engine, we'll see how effective it will wind up being in the end, but it is there. And as for the supers, it's mostly what we're doing here, although we do got more jokes. Specifically for Buster Wolf, it apparently covers more ground than a carpet. So on the Capcom side, whoever put this video together, just know I appreciate you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Although as for the super, it's still odd Buster Wolf is a level 1, which means more than likely it has 0 projectile invincibility, which means it can't do the thing it's usually famous for, which is going through fireballs. But it can't win them all, I guess. But in the end, I want to highlight this video just because it gives us more insight to the character. We knew the basics, but now this video just illuminates us on a bit more of the core concepts of Terry. Terry is very much an all-rounder. A Shoto, if you will. Is Terry a Shoto? Well, that's an argument for another day. But he certainly has a moveset that gives, you know, the classical Street Fighter all-rounder experience. Although, in ways that kind of upset the balance a little bit, upset how it usually is done. As he can upset the traditional Street Fighter styled fireball war game by just not participating and having his fireballs go underneath everybody else's. And yes, I know Jury can do it too, but Jury's doesn't go full screen, it's not quite the same thing. Terry can do it on demand, he doesn't need a store. Burn Knuckle looks outright ignorant, especially in the context of the kind of game that Street Fighter 6 is. And all I'm saying is whenever that next patch happens, Honda deserves a big buff, because Sumo Headbutt is obsolete at this point after Bison and now especially after Terry. Medium Burn Knuckle is fast, covers a lot of the screen, plus on block. EX is a full combo starter with punish counter, you can get super after the fact. This is some outright silly stuff. But that said, Terry's looking like $1,000,000, and come the 24th, expect a lot of coverage on the character. Everything you need to know, I'll have your back. So please look forward to it, and other than all that, that is the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Street Fighter.